how are you doing? Just wanted to say welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a few days, but as you guys know, I'm still recovering, and I'm actually recovering well. Today, I wanted to talk to you about something that a lot of people don't talk about when you have a tummy tuck. We kind of just show, hey, I'm getting surgery. Hey, I'm doing well now in the results. But no one really talks about the middle part, right? So let's get into it. So I want to talk to you guys about the drains. The drains. The drains are the most annoying part, okay? I'm going to repeat that. The drains are the most annoying part. So I had my surgery June 23rd, and today is actually July the 5th, and I just got my drains out today. I will say, like, the first couple of days of having your drains, you don't really like feel them per se, but you do have to feed the drains. You have to feed the drains. So let's just say like this is the cord and this is the bowl. Every time you use the restroom, you want to make sure you feed your drains. So you literally want to press down and you want to feed your drains all the way down, because you don't want to have any blood clots in your line. And then what that does is that causes you to not be able to drain properly. So every single time that you're going to the restroom, or every single time you look down and you're like, oh, my drains look pretty full, but it's not filling up the bowl, you have to feed your line. Literally feed your line, just like this. Now, also with those drains are coming out of your pelvis. As far as my surgeon, they came out of my pelvis. So right on top of your vagina, there are two drains. And so you have a line that's coming out, and then it kind of folds like this, because then you're putting the other piece, you're attaching it so it can kind of stay. So you have to think, every single day you are walking slow because of the drains. You don't want to like snag them. Now they're not going to come out because they are stitched to stay in. But you can definitely start to feel them over time. I will say with my drains, I did start to feel them about day 6. And I think that I snagged it a little bit. So I had my stitch snagging against the drain on my skin. And it felt like something was just pinching me. And it hurt. And it hurt to the point that I called my doctor and I'm like, hey, I think something wrong. Like, is it supposed to feel like this? You know, how much longer is it gonna take for my drains to come out? Like, I was miserable for my last couple of days. So what I did is, mind you, I called on Friday. Then the office was closed, and then there was the weekend. Then Monday was 4th of July, so they was closed. So I couldn't get them out till Tuesday. So I actually had my drains in a total of 12 days. 12 days I had my drains in. But what I did is when I got out the shower, I took some Band-Aids and I literally put Band-Aids around my drain to hold it in place. So every time I moved, I didn't feel it. So again, like, say this is the actual drain and say it's coming out, I would put Band-Aids going in a circular motion here. So every time I moved, it wouldn't tug. And I did do that. I had to make sure that I stayed dry in that area at all times, because I didn't want no infections or anything like that. So I did do that to get through my last couple of days of these drains. Now, let me tell you, when it was time to get my drains out, I was extremely scared. I'm not gonna lie, I had to do a couple videos on, drain removals. I wanted to see, like, was there any videos I can watch? I did find a few videos. A lot of people said that it did not hurt, but I was still scared because some people said that they can feel it. So I'm going to tell you my experience. When I went in and had my drains removed today, the first thing that the nurse did was she explained to me, you know, how she was going to remove it and how quick it was going to happen. As she kind of tugged my drain, she did tell me that she had to cut the stitch first in order for the drain to even be loose enough to pull out. So she did cut the stitch, but I did have scabbing already. So it was scab, then my stitches, then the drain. So she had to kind of cut around it a little bit, which it did hurt a little bit. I did feel that part because she had to cut the actual stitch, not my skin, but she had to cut the stitch. And then before you knew it, she was like, take a deep breath, 1, 2, 3. And it literally takes 2 seconds and they pull the drains out. Now, the big question is everybody wants to know, does it hurt? It does not hurt to pull them out. It does burn. There is a burning sensation that you will feel when they pull them out, and it does feel weird. There is a weird feeling. So imagine having like a string stuck in your waist, and you literally feel it coming from out your waist, down your side, and out of your pelvis. That's what you feel. It feels weird. Does it hurt? No. Does it burn? Yes. Okay? So I will tell you from my experience, it did burn. Now, the burn did subside within like 5 minutes. Okay? So when she pulled them out, I did hold pressure down, and then I was okay from there. I hold it for like 5 minutes. I was good. You want to make sure that you're not continuously having like fluids and stuff like that come out. You want to check for infections and stuff like that following your next couple of days after having your drains removed. Now, I will say once the drains are removed, it takes up to 3 days for your little holes to close. So remember, you have open incisions. You want to make sure you keep them clean, and you want to make sure you keep them dry. So I was told to just use some gauze and kind of just pat there and put a pad over it to apply pressure. I will tell y'all, my pocketbook went from like a swollen like this to when she took the drains out, then it kind of went like this. Okay, because it do be a little swollen down there, just to let you know, but the swelling does go down. So she was telling me to apply a pad there and go ahead and put my abdominal binder on to kind of like, you know, suppress it. And, you know, just to make sure it's good down there. But other than that, like I wanted to talk about this topic because, again, the drains is it's annoying. It's very annoying. I will say since I've had them out, I'm walking much better. I was walking like an elderly woman for the last couple of days. But now that my drains are out, like I feel 20, 40, 50, 60 times better now. And I can walk better. I still am a little hunched over, which is fine. I'm not trying to rush that process, but like I feel more free. I can get up with no problem. I can sit down with no problem. I don't have to worry about, am I going to snap my drains and stuff like that. So, yeah, so that's pretty much it. I just kind of wanted to, you know, speak about the drains. I know a lot of people, like I said, don't really talk about them, but the drains are something that it is an aggravating process, but the drains are good. So the longer your drains are in, the better, because it helps drain all your fluid. Okay, so if the doctor say, hey, we're not gonna take them out right now, cry for a little bit, girl, you'll be all right. And then just finish that process, because you want to be drained as much as possible. You really do. So your drain color will start off like a red, of course, because of the blood. And then towards the end, you'll kind of see that if it's less than 25 cc's, they'll take them out if it's anything less than that within a 24-hour period. You'll also know too, because your drain color will almost be like a yellowish clear color. And you'll kind of start to notice that And when you notice that and you're not draining as much, they'll go ahead and they'll remove them. But for sure, 7 to 10 days, for sure you will have them in. And some doctors even do it up for 2 weeks. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I just wanted to talk about that. I wanted that to be known as far as my experience. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I know a lot of people have been on my IG or my Facebook kind of asking questions, but feel free to ask questions here too on this channel. And like I always say, like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you. I'll be back with another video with some results. Right now, my husband just kind of wrapped me back up for tonight, so I'm good for tonight. But I'll be back with some results because I know you guys really want to see it, okay?